Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Dan Curtis, tracking the market reaction to the conflict in the Middle East at a micro level, at a sector level as well. Defense stocks are on the rise this morning. Dan, good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. That's right. So in particular, three names I'm watching are Lockheed Martin, ticker LMT, RTX, which is the company, and the ticker Northrop Grumman, NOC. All are up about 6% in pre-market. These companies sit at the center of air, missile defense, and strike capability. So these are the ones that are in focus today. A shorter conflict in Iran does favor Navy and Air Force spending, and therefore the suppliers, these companies. If the conflict becomes more drawn out, it could put Army and Marine programs back in focus. But for now, these defense companies getting a huge bid in pre-market, up 6%.
And we've been watching the rally in energy commodities. That's got to be reflected in the stocks as well, right?
Exactly. We have WTI up 7% in the 7% right now. As you mentioned, Qatar Energy is stopping LNG production. This space very much under pressure. That is benefiting the stocks. Exxon Mobil, Chevron, both are up about 4% in the pre-market. The Strait of Hormuz is a massive focal point this morning. About 20 million barrels of oil flow through it per day. That's nearly 20% of global demand. Yesterday, Iranian authorities said the Hormuz remained open, but claimed attacks on 3 oil tankers. And President Trump says the U.S. sank 9 Iranian naval ships. So we're looking at how this impacts the flow of crude, as the area is absolutely crucial.
And we've seen travel disrupted in a major way with what's happening in the Middle East. Airlines under pressure.
That's right. So we have international airlines, particularly say Air France is down 8% right now, but U.S. carriers are not immune to this either. United Airlines is down nearly 5% in pre-market. Delta, American, Southwest, 4 or 5% down, and it's kind of a twofer, right? So we have the disruption in the airspace, and that's going to be, pressuring these companies, but it's also that rise in crude that's really going to be crimping the bottom lines of these companies as they need to spend more on oil. So even the more domestic, airlines that aren't seeing the same disruption to their flights, they have to contend with higher energy prices.
But it's not just airlines getting disrupted this morning, Dan. So are some tech stocks.
That's right. So Amazon reported that an Amazon Web Service disruption after an unidentified object hit a data center in the UAE. Amazon said it happened around 4:30 p.m. Dubai time on Sunday. It created a fire. Power to the facility was shut down as the fire department worked to extinguish the blaze. That is one place of 123 zones of data centers across 39 regions. So there is some regional diversification there, but still, Amazon is down 2% in pre-market, but it's also across this broader risk-off move. NVIDIA has been paring some of those losses. It's down about 1% in pre-market. SanDisk, which is not super concentrated in the Middle East, that's down 3%. A lot of the high risk, a lot of the names that have gotten a huge bid are pulling back as the markets de-risk.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.